If you suffer from back pain with poor posture and weak abdominal muscles, and you've heard strengthening your core will do it. But is this always true? And how do you apply it? Hi, my name is Annie and welcome back to my channel, Annie Pilates Physical Therapist. In this episode 1, I'll be discussing about my core and back immersion therapy for those who never heard about my amazing back masterclass. And if so, in this video, I'll be answering some questions about your core, your back, and how to improve your overall postures. And with more than 20 years experience, I have helped thousands of patients on how to strengthen the core and back safely and effectively. And I love it so much because it works. Just imagine you've been going to a lot of physical therapy places and you don't have the answers. They're just giving you mediocre core exercises, the same dead bug exercises, same bird dog exercises. I'm sure it sounds familiar, and most of you who have been following my program, they haven't applied proper breath work. What is neutral spine? What is dead bug syndrome? All those key questions connecting to the root of the problem. And with my years of experience, and I also experienced back pain from my car accident that I want to share to you guys, where I fractured my chest with poor posture because I can't even take a deep breath for a couple of months. And I was able to revive myself utilizing the years of experience I applied to myself. And after a year of a lot of stretching, core engagement, applying to myself, guess what? I decided to open my channel, my YouTube channel, to help as much people who needed my guidance and support because it works. I became more passionate about it because I understand what back pain feels like. And I wish I could help more people all over the world. That's why my channel has been reaching thousands of patients all over the world who could connect and really understand what is back pain, because they think it's subjective, but actually it's a muscle imbalance. There's so much more about our back, our spine, that's not just being in that specific area. You'll be surprised there's a connection from your toes all the way to your neck. There's a connection from your lower part of your hips to your lumbar spine all the way to the neck that causes neck pain. And I'm so excited to help you out. Because video 1 is learning about your core muscles. As we talk about a lot about it already in my channel, there's so much more to share. Sometimes one video is not enough to learn more about my core and back immersion therapy, as I help thousands of patients who reach out and join my back masterclass. When we talk about the core, most people think it's just the abdominal muscles. Actually, it's a combination of the core plus the lumbo-pelvic hip complex, the lumbar spine, which surrounding muscles, your pelvis with your hips, which is the glutes, the largest muscle of our body. And there's a complex. That's why it's a complex. It's very complicated. It's not just, hey, just strengthen your back. Hey, strengthen your hips. Guess what? Don't forget your diaphragm. Don't forget your pelvic floor. And then, of course, the abdominal muscles. Not the six-packs that people always think about, the rectus abdominis, which is very important. However, how about the transverse abdominis, the obliques? I know it's a lot of words, and learning the anatomy, physiology of each of these muscle groups, especially the Quadratus lumborum, where a lot of my subscribers learn more about it, and they found out, hey, it's not the Quadratus lumborum fault why it's tight and stiff. They didn't realize the opposite side, the hip flexors are tight, and the glutes, it's dead from prolonged sitting positioning. So there's a relationship between the core strength and back pain, and why the core becomes weakened. And it's not just okay, let's do plank. Forward plank, and guess what? You're promoting a forward posture. And there's so much more. Strengthening your core is not just doing planks or doing some crunches, and you'll be surprised. The Pilates, yoga, physical therapy fused together, the core and back immersion therapy helped a lot of my patients. So simple, bite-sized exercises. You don't have to do crazy workouts that will help improve your overall posture, your core strength, and guess what? No more pain. That's the best bonus. I never had pain again. I used to have radiculopathy after my car accident on my left arm, and my left side is my non-dominant side. And I ended up like leaning on my right. And then I started having hip pain on my right because guess what? They're so weak on my left. I have to really connect and rebuild with PNF patterns, so much techniques that I want to share to all of you. So that's why be on the lookout on my video 2. My episode 2 is about how to really connect from simple breath work and neutral spine. You're gonna learn why it's so weak because you can't even breathe properly. And that's why I'm so excited for anyone who's interested to join my back masterclass to start right now. It's a free 6-part video series. You can already transform your life. If you have a weak core, it can contribute to a poor posture. And guess what? Posture exercises is not enough. Standing on a wall and stretching like that will help a little bit, but it's not enough. You want to make sure it's connected. Mind-body awareness. And guess what? Your posture will be perfect. You'll be able to stand up and sit up straight without thinking, hey, I have to stretch my back. Guess what? That's the secret recipe of everything I've shared to a lot of my patients. So in this video, I will be explaining to you why you're experiencing these issues and how you can address them through my Pilates, yoga, and physical therapy. Just a few minutes a day of consistent exercises can make a huge impact. Find a program that you can also enjoy because it's a lifestyle. So since my accident, I have to apply this every single day. It's part of my life before I go to the gym, before I do any exercises. And it's also before I start working as a physical therapist. Or if you're a person who sits a lot all day at work, guess what? Before you sit on that chair, before you start doing your work. That's why my core and back immersion therapy that I fuse together Pilates, yoga, and physical therapy with more than 20 years of input of workouts. With 8 weeks of lovely modules, step-by-step guide is providing you some stronger core, improved posture, and guess what? Lasting pain relief forever. You know how to control the pain, not the pain controlling your life. This therapy goes beyond traditional approaches that you will find out there. I'm not kidding. This is amazing. You can have a pain-free life, a stronger core, and improved posture. And finally, hey, I don't have to sit up straight. It's just there naturally. Your muscles will adapt. I used to have bad posture because of that fracture. And as a child, also growing up in adolescence, I was so conscious of my chest that I ended up like this. And since I learned about the importance of posture awareness, I activated my type 1 muscle fibers on how to be always activated without straining them, without poor endurance on those muscles because they get fatigued easily. That's why bad posture happens. They don't have the strength and stamina to keep your posture straight. And no matter what age group you are, it's not too late to correct your posture. So if you experience pain and you relied on medications to get by, or you had limit your activities, hey, I can't bend forward, I can't deadlift anymore. Guess what? I'm back to deadlifting more than my body weight. And that's how you know you're healthy. When you can do your squats, you can do more than your body weight. Of course, you have to start baby steps. You just can't start lifting weights in the gym and think about, hey, I'm going to be back. Like what Annie said, she could deadlift 100 pounds and I should be able to do it. No, you have to start baby steps. You have to connect to your core in order to do that. Because if you just start lifting weights, guess what? You're activating your other muscle fibers, which is the fast twitch muscle fibers, not the posture muscles. And that's when injuries happen. And that's why this is a game changer. So in the next video, I'll be explaining to you how to start implementing your core and back muscles utilizing my core and back immersion therapy. And I want to make sure you learn the simple strategy. It's so simple. Honestly, you can do this every single day. You don't have to break a sweat. Because connecting to your core doesn't mean you have to do a high impact activities. Actually, it's the opposite. It's the slow controlled movement patterns. Because when you do slow controlled movement patterns, you are connecting to your posture muscles. And the fast twitch muscle fibers are the fast movements. So that's why it's so easy and easier to digest. So make sure you're on the lookout if you're interested, because the exciting news about my back masterclass, where I will teach a small number of students so I could guide them safely and effectively. If you're interested and be part of the early bird waitlist, click the link on the description below. Be part of it. Write your name and email address, because before I proceed to share it to the public, I want to make sure those who are really interested or who really are desperate to make sure they get their back pain relief for good. So down below, write your name and email address. So make sure you join the early bird waitlist for priority access, to have that access with priority. I hope you found this video very helpful. I tried to share as much information in one video, but there's so much more to share because, as I said, this is thousands of hours of experience, and I will try to squeeze it in a lot of bite-sized videos. That's why it's going to be an 8-week program, because you don't want to just bombard yourself with one-day information, because that's how you're going to learn. You're going to want to make sure it's small, bite-sized information. So stay tuned for the next video where I will guide you the core and back immersion therapy and help you achieve a stronger core, improve posture, and overall health. Take care and be well. I'm hoping you love this video. There's so much more. If you love this video, you want to learn more about Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, health, and wellness, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you won't miss anything. Like and share this video. Every like you give to my channel, you are supporting me. If you have more time today, and if you want to get more access on my program, if my video 2 or episode 2 is already out, check out over here. And if you don't have it yet, because this is a video before that, check out about Quadratus Lumborum. You'll be surprised if you have this, especially if you have scoliosis. So it's a free program to jumpstart strengthening your journey of full recovery. Until my next video training, always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Bye!